Hey, it's Eric here with a 1966 Chevrolet C-10 truck. We're going to take it for a quick spin. It's a really great driving truck. As far as I can tell, all of the gauges work. The lights come on. Speedometer works good. Fuel gauge. Got an aftermarket temp gauge there. The truck steers really easily. It's a really good driving truck overall. Really good driving truck. And actually, kind of cool bit of history on this. So I got this truck out of the estate of the original owner, and actually still have the original title to it. It was pulled from a barn, hadn't been driven in a while, and put brand new tires on it, got a tune-up, and actually runs really good. Reverse works good. We got some fuel cleaner in it right now, so it's got just a touch of smoke. And you can just barely tell. Pretty much not at all, but got some sea foam in there. Shut this off. And so yeah, nice clean little engine detail underneath here, real clean under the hood. Sounds like maybe the water pump bearing maybe getting a little crunchy sounding, but can't tell for sure. I mean, if it was me, I'd drive it in course and probably drive it till it gives out all the way. This is a really cool truck. Great patina. Old original paint that's faded. I think it had a one-time repaint years ago and then just faded out. Now this Knucklehead's Garage is brand new. The guys that had it when it went into the estate, they said, you know, let's do something cool with it, and they paid to have that put on. The artwork is done really well. It's hand painted. It's got a brand new set of radial white wall tires on it. Now the spare is the original spare, so it's the old bias ply. It doesn't have any air in it. May be able to be fixed or filled up. I'm not sure, but the four tires on the ground are brand new. And man, what a cool shop truck. To me, a truck that really doesn't need anything but a new owner. If I was going to keep this truck, I would just drive it like it is. Maybe if I wanted to put a little money in it, I might toss a V8 in it, automatic at some point, but it really runs and drives good. It cruises at high speed very well. It's got a few little rusty spots we'll go looking for, but for me, patina, nothing that I would mess with. A couple little spots there, a little spot here on the side of the hood, and then down here, it's kind of typical spots. Bottoms of the doors look good to the back. A little bit of surface rust there, not rusted through. Cab corner there, a couple little bubbles. Rockers look like they're in good shape. Step side is good. It's got a old steel plate in the bed. That might be something I'd do, is go to Home Depot and get some wood and put a wood bed in it. I like wood beds, but you know, everybody likes something different. So tiny little spot there, little hole. Same thing as the other side. Little spot at the bottom of the cab corner, and the door rocker looks good on this side as well. A couple of bubbles here, little there, a couple little spots here and around the front of the hood. So if it was me personally, like I said, if I was keeping this truck, I wouldn't touch the rust on the truck at all. I think it just gives it a really cool patina, and once you start trying to clean stuff like that up, you end up having to paint, and then you ruin it. Really cool old faded paint job, especially if you mess with this. I mean, Personally, I'd probably leave that. I think it's really cool. So the top looks good. It's nice and straight. Of course, you can see the paint faded on the edges, but the drip rail is good and solid all the way around, what I can tell. Doors open and close as you would expect from a 66 model truck. Pretty good and solid. Windows roll up and down easily, very easy. And all the glass is in good shape. Inside, original seat cover, a little dingy, but in good shape. Personally, again, I probably wouldn't fix that, but I just see so much of the value in the truck the way it is. Old faded dash, years and years ago, cut for a radio. It works. Doesn't work awesome, but it works, which is cool. Even the horn works, which is awesome. E-brake works. Got a rubber floor mat down here that's newer. And it looks like it has seat belts in it. Didn't realize that. They're old and I haven't used them, but it looks like there's maybe some seat belts in here. Gas tank is still behind the seat. Original. Weather stripping around the glass looks good. Take a look up underneath. To me, this is where the truck really shines because it's your original cab corners right there in good shape. A couple little spots here and there. These are the original rockers. You know, these are in great shape. Usually these are rusted out here. For these to be this solid. Inside the front fender well. Now you can see there's a license plate right there, old Georgia license plate. So there's a hole right there in the floor pan. And that might be some rust I might go after. I don't mind cleaning things like that up. I just hate ruining the patina on a truck like this, is why I said that personally I wouldn't go after the rust that's on the body, because it's pretty minimal and it really just gives it some character. To me, this is not what I would call like a rusty bucket truck. It's got, just looks like an old farm truck. It's got a few little spots on it here and there, but overall pretty clean and solid. You can see the old original bedwood in there. I think that the owner told me, or the guy that I got it from at least told me, that this may be what they call a freeway flyer rear end. It does seem that it just does seem to get to cruise at a higher speed much easier than some of the other original trucks that I've had. I can't verify that. Same thing as the other side. You can see here the rust on there, but the rocker's in good shape. That little spot that I showed you earlier on the bottom, but look at the inside cab corner here. Got a little hole there. Other than that, solid on the edges. So for being in original condition, this is one of the better trucks that I've seen the underneath of. I've got another 66 that we've got in the shop now, and like, you know, all these supports are rusted on that truck, and you know, this one's not bad. There's actually a weep hole here, and then there's supposed to be another one here, and that one's what's rusty. So looks like there's some dirt and stuff in there. Look at that. And just stuff like this that just can be cleaned out as you know, stuff like that can be cleaned out. Well, there you have it. Love this truck, man. Really, really cool to have these old rat rod style trucks, and this is just or hot rod. I don't even know what to call this. Old school shop truck is probably the best way to call it. I believe everything works, including the wipers. I can't remember if the heater works. We'll test it out real quick. We got a little bit of extra time. Turn the power on. Okay. Sounds like the heater's not working. The heater fan's not working. Wipers. Wipers seem like they are working. Wiper blades may be a little long. When we get back up to the shop, I'll swap those out for shorter ones. Those are a little too long. So, well, there you have it. It's a 66 Chevy C-10. Super cool old school shop truck.